I just want to say this because this really been on my mind lately. I have nothing against the plain Jane females. And what I mean by that, like the females who doesn't go out, the female who doesn't like get their makeup done, the female who doesn't really get their hair done often, the plain Jane females. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't have nothing against y'all, but why is it so hard for us pretty girls to come across a decent guy? It just seemed like all the guys, the good guys, always like cuff the plain Jane females, and I feel like you know us pretty girls, and I'm not calling the plain Jane females ugly. I'm just saying like the pretty girls that's extra, you know, you know, we love to dress up, we love fashion, we love keeping our nails and our hair done. And we just like we I just want to say this because this really been on my mind lately. I have nothing against the plain Jane females. And what I mean by that, like the females who doesn't go out, the female who doesn't like get their makeup done, the female who doesn't really get their hair done often, the plain Jane females. Plain Jane females.
Man, yo. What up, dog? Shout out to all my subscribers, everybody that fuck with the channel, everybody that's just tuning in. Whether you fuck with this channel or not, you should know Juan-O love the ladies. And I like all kind of ladies. I prefer, my preference, um, I don't necessarily, my preference is women who are comfortable with themselves. That's my overall preference. The more comfortable and confident a woman is in herself, the more attractive she is to me. Now, particularly, I find that in ladies who are more natural. Not to say they may not put some foundation on or some eyeliner, or not to say they may not wear lashes here and there, or not to say they may not wear a weave, but things like this are not as of important to them. You know what I'm saying? That's not to say they don't get their hair did. That's not to say they don't get pedicures. I like girls who don't need acrylic on their toes, you know what I'm saying? Or fake toenails. But what my problem is this. Anybody could be made up to be anything. But being made up to be something, that don't necessarily make you what you are. And my channel is more so geared toward men and dudes helping dudes, you know what I'm saying? And then ladies pitch in to give us information that we don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I guess this is a problem with our men because, quite frankly, baby, and I'm talking to you, women are a reflection of their men. And why I don't like that you refer to yourself as a bad bitch and everybody else is whatever else. But a woman who looks the same when she gets up out of bed as she does when she goes to bed or when she goes out, man, that's priceless. That's the same beauty. You can't beat that. You gonna have that for a lifetime. But the woman who looks like 2 or 3 different people every time she does anything, that's not for a lifetime. It's not. And while you gluing that shit in your hair, it's pulling out your edges. While you putting all that acrylic and shit on your toes and on your nails, it's fucking up your natural nails. These are facts. So when you get to the 60 and 70, are you still gonna be a bad bitch? Or are you gonna be a bitch who need all those bad things to continue putting on her body because she been doing it for so long? You know what I'm saying? And you made a great point that I don't think you meant to make. It's us men ain't really looking for that shit. We ain't checking for it. Don't get me wrong. If I go in the slaughterhouse and a pig got lipstick on, that's gonna catch my attention. I may wonder about that pig. I may want that pig. But it don't make that pig no better than the rest of them. It don't make them pork chops no better or none of that. And as a matter of fact, the poisoning and chemicals in that lipstick may have tainted the meat. You know what I'm saying? And quite frankly, as a melanated man, I wish more melanated women saw themselves as beautiful without the European add-ins and add-ons. You know, them lashes, a prostitute invented those, and they were called cumbrellas way back in the day for when she stood on the corner to block the sun. That's why they made like that. And some of y'all glue them bitches on y'all face to go get on your motherly duties. You glue cumbrellas invented by a prostitute for her prostitution on your face and pull out what God gave you, because I don't care what you say, it's fucking up your natural lashes to go be a mom. Now, I ain't hating you for that, but I can't have you hating the bitches, the ladies, the women, and bitches and hoes too, that feel like they ain't got to do all that. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie to you, as a melanated man, when I see a melanated woman feeling sexy and secure in her naturalness, makes my dick hard like Rottweiler. Don't need no honey pack. Flat out. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? These things are ridiculous. So with that being said, man, we gotta quit hating on each other. If you a bad bitch because you put shit on your face and in your hair and you feel good about yourself that way, baby, then live. But don't knock the rest of these women for that. And then I just want to add something else to you. Because you asked about men wifing these type of women. Dig this here. It's expensive to live. And it's expensive to do anything you might need to do, want to do, and have to do. Now, dig this out. Let's say, well, no, not let's say. If you the type, lashes is $40, $50. Bitch doing that every week. That's $200 a month. Now, to get a pedicure, it's like $40 or $50. You know what I'm saying? I like women with pretty toes, so them getting a pedicure is pretty much all they got to do. You know what I'm saying? They don't need all that other shit. But some women, 80s, you know what I'm saying? For the hands and the feet, and they getting acrylic and tips and fake nails and shit, man, they probably leaving it. We gonna say $100. But we know they spending more than that. But we gonna say 100. So, and nails is every 2 weeks. So we had $200 a month on lashes, and we had $200 a month on nails. And this is on the low scale. Now, let's not forget the once a month waxing. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna say that's another 100, right? So now what is we at? Shit, we at 500 already on just how you look. And you ain't bought no clothes, and you ain't got no weave yet. Now, man, depending on what type of weave, what type of hairdo, man, you might be spending between $75 and $300 per pack of hair. But we gonna be modest. Let's say she only need 2 packs of hair, and you spend 100. So now as we at 600, and then for the bitch to do it, that's another 150. So now where we at 750. Okay, so that's 750 on just how your bitch, and this is on the low end. That's $750 a month. Almost $10,000 a year on just how your woman look without clothes. Without clothes. Now, we ain't got to the gym membership or the payments for the BBL or the clothes. And then, like she said, going out. Like, so, okay, on top of the $750 a month, then that you spend on looking good, then we got to pay for you to be seen. So a man is thinking logically. So you didn't already hit me with a $750 bill before we paid rent, mortgage, car note, any of that. And now you telling me that you want to spend all your money going out and your time. She ain't say shit about investing. She ain't say shit about building a business. She ain't say shit about taking care of no kids. She said we want to look good and go out pretty much. So it get down to a point where no matter how much you may like that bad bitch, nigga, that's a bad investment. Because before y'all even got to y'all rent or mortgage or car note or car insurance, you already $750 in on how she look. And she ain't going out, even though she gonna get free drinks, her going out ain't gonna cost you less than $100. And chances is, if she that superficial, she ain't even going to the places where the $100 flies. And where the problem come in at is women doing this, they might got 3 or 4 dudes supplementing this, coming in there, this dude just hitting you, yada, yada, yada. But when you take on that note of her as just yours, you talking about a $1,500 nut, and this is on the low scale. You talking about a $1,500 nut. And that's just on how she look and her being able to move around enough to not ruin your life or ruin your day. Because this bitch is damn sure gonna ruin your life, because all of this superficial shit that she already giving $1,500 a month to, that's bleeding you dry and fucking up y'all future, and you doing this just to keep her. What about when she bump into the nigga that could afford to waste $3,000 a month on her? Nigga, she's gone. And all she got from you is the superficial shit you was doing. So in that term, I guess you will call her a bad bitch, because that's a horrible deal. And who the fuck would want that? And then, quite frankly, baby, ladies, all women, if you let your man know that you don't look good enough for you, how the fuck is he supposed to feel? What is he supposed to do with that? It's only a couple ways he can go. It's either gonna start to ignoring you, and he gonna end up with somebody uglier that's more secure. It's to straight up leave you, or it's to manipulate you because you allow what you see on TV to dictate what a man think is attractive. And quite frankly, with the fact that Baby made that video pointing out that men ain't wifing that, shows you that men don't think that shit is attractive. But you got women spending between 7 and 23% of their yearly income on looking like that. Why? Why? I'm a black man. I see a lot of bad older bitches. I'm talking super duper bad. Some of them got no hair. Some of them got long hair. Some of them got the Michelle Indiacello. But they look is all the way together. And they is not wasting all their money on how they look. They is spending a little bit of time. You know what I'm saying? They is soaking their feet, giving themselves a pedicure, making sure it's done right. Because a lot of y'all be paying that money for them well, not the lashes, but the eyebrows. You been paid the motherfucking $50, $60 for your eyebrows, got you looking like a question mark. Like, and when a man love you, he thinking about building with you. And it's impossible to fill up the pool when you in love with a bitch that refused to close the drain. And then for us black people, it's worse, because that ain't just money leaving your household. That's money leaving our community. And furthermore, as Americans, that's money leaving our country. To look like who? To look like what? Have you ever had weave laying around your bathroom? That shit is fucking disgusting. And it's everywhere. And it's stringy. And it's... I ain't gonna hate nobody that need it. I might fuck you. I might love you, but I don't love that shit. And on that note, man, I like all kind of women. I particularly prefer women be seen between the size 8 and 14, double D's. I like a little hips with my booty. If her booty ain't all the way cuffed, I'm not really tripping. Long as it's meat there. I can't do the flat back though. Can't do the flat back. And I can't do the mush booty. You know what I'm saying? I do the oblong booty, like the old rump shaker booty where it's kind of long and cuff at the bottom. I do that because I was looking at them booties as a little kid, so I'll take that. Look like they bikinis be long because that part. I do that, man. But ladies, quit dissing, or you bad bitches, please quit dissing the women. Please do, because I'm going to start getting... Please quit dissing the women. Because what's really and highly unfair about that is women don't really talk. And ladies don't get involved in bullshit. But y'all out of pocket like a motherfucker. And the crazy part is, you hit an airport with one of these women, they ain't even got a credit card to swipe for the luggage that y'all bringing back. Because now y'all done went out of town, you took her shopping, and you in the, your wallet in the suitcase. She ain't got no credit card that she can swipe for that extra $200, you know what I'm saying? And some of these bitches you call bad, they ain't flying niggas on planes either. I done been flew out. Several times, shit. Flew out, flew to, whatever, on a woman's dime. And you know what she ain't have? A bunch of shit glued to her face. She had that money in her pocket. Had that money in her bank account. Shit. But anyway, ain't nothing but love for you. Quit dissing the regular bitches, because Juan-O love them more. And that ain't no slight to the bad bitches, because I love y'all too. But, yo, if I took this water bottle and stuck it under what's already underneath my robe, and I did it like that, do you add an extra 8 inches to my 10? And then I get to say I'm a baby arm nigga? No. Bitch would be like, that nigga had a water bottle in his pants. But you could get an Earl Shop job on your face and everybody else got to look at you as a bad bitch. Come on, man, let's be fair. Equal is not identical, but fair is always motherfucking fair. And we out this bitch. Pow! Dog, it's just one thing I want to add. Baby girl kind of sexy. Now, it's clear she don't look the same without all that shit on, but you know what? She might look better. And for a dude like me, her complexion and her confidence in what she's saying, in what she believes. Because if she had that same confidence in herself, she'd already have a nigga like me. Facts. But shout out to baby. And don't stop being sexy. Just putting all that Eurocentric shit on your head don't necessarily make you a bad bitch, baby. But it don't make you not one either. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, that melanin can't be beat. Anyways, I'm out of here. Juan-O loves you. Facts. Oh, is them toes pretty? So with that now. The toes pretty, baby? Is that? Can't be a bad bitch without the pretty toes now. We out.